All right, we're here, and the Celtics have added Kenneth Lofton Jr., Kenny Lofton Jr., to their summer league roster. Summer league time. We're going to go over some of the guys they've added, starting with probably the biggest name that they did add in Kenny Lofton Jr. He is a 6'6", 6'7" forward slash center. Very unique style. People are probably familiar with him. Played this last year in China and kind of dominated, right? And obviously, it's easy to say that because it's an international league, and you see a lot of these guys have similar, successes, et cetera, et cetera. But he did 24.5 points, 12.2 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.6 steals on 53-33 shooting splits. Not bad, especially considering he shot 75% from the line. He's not a bad shooter. An intriguing ad, at the very least, a fun summer league edition. But with the state of the Celtics center position, who knows what it could turn into in terms of upside swings. And he's only 22 years old. So
Hoss. One word to describe him would be Hoss. He's huge. He was with the Grizzlies, then Philadelphia. Now he is with the Celtics after Jack said his stint with China or playing in China. Some more size for the Summer League team. I believe, like in the past, Kenneth Lofton Jr. has had really good showings at Summer League. I think when he was with Memphis, he had like a couple big games in Vegas. So it'd be pretty fun to watch him play for the Celtics. Obviously, like the team itself is going to be a lot of fun to follow with the rookies being there and all that. But it'll be fun to get familiar with somebody like Kenneth Lofton. The thing that's weird about this year's Summer League, though, is as of today, July 3rd, there are no roster spots open for the Celtics. So, I mean, I guess what you can sell to the players and also the fan base in terms of like a reason to be paying attention and scouting the guys that aren't draft picks is maybe there's some two-way options. What is there, one two-way spot open? Because you have
I don't think
Amari
any.
and Max Shulga. Oh, so those aren't even open.
I think Norris. I think Norris
Ooh,
is still
boy.
with the team. Listen, I mean, there is a lack of roster flexibility right now, but with the current state of the roster and how it's projecting to be, like we know trades are incoming, and if trades come in, you have to imagine there'll be some level of flexibility with who you can and can't add. And I'll say this: if Kenneth Lofton averages 30 and 15 on 50, 40, 90 splits at Summer League, I think they'd find a way to get him on the roster. I'll just put it that way. Like I don't think we should be looking at this and saying it's a definite ad if he plays even a little bit well. But I'm just saying you could dump Xavier Tillman. You could find a way to not guarantee someone's contract. Like there are ways for the Celtics to add players to this roster, especially considering there are going to be moves to be made. And a lot of those moves could be done with a pure dump, right? There's a lot of, open TPEs around the league that could fit Sam Hauser and or George Niang if you really want to put it that way. So there are avenues to get an open roster spot. These are Kenny Lofton's summer league stats. He played well 2 years ago, 18, 7-3 with 2 steals a game on 45, 44 splits. Last year, not quite as good in his 6 games with Utah. 35-20 splits on 9, 4, and 2. So not great there. Sam, do you want to look at Kenny Lofton NBA highlights or China highlights or both?
I feel like we got to do both. We got to watch the China highlights and get hyped. That's how this
China
goes.
highlights. We can watch his, excuse me, sorry, 41, 10, and 9 performance. Also context, just a little bit of context. He is a big boy for sure. I saw an article in 2023 that said he lost 20 pounds in 3 weeks. So there have been times where he has been able to cut down weight a little bit. I'm not saying that's a definite and that is what needs to or is going to happen with the Celtics. However, just something to consider. Here's him. I mean, listen, off rip, offensively, unbelievable talent. Objectively, phenomenally talented, elite post player, can put the ball on the floor, knows how to dribble, knows how to post up, knows how to work. He just is. He's just a great, talented player. Defensively, too short to guard the biggest bigs, too slow to guard the perimeter players. Not a good spot to be. Is it a good place to consider taking a chance on, though? Absolutely. It's because the talent is so clearly there.
He's a bucket. Look at he's doing everything. He's taking step back threes. He's going to the cup, finger roll finishes. He's doing the big body moves in the post. He's blowing by guys. This is going to be a really fun mixtape to watch, the Chinese League highlights. And maybe we'll even get some big moves in the Summer League. Look pumped up after the dunk. I mean, people are going to love watching Kenny Lofton in Summer League. There's no getting around this. Saw the tweet come in yesterday from Gary Washburn. I was pumped. I was like, ooh, Brad knows the fan base is down bad right now. We need something to clasp onto to enjoy the vibes of the Summer League on top of being excited about the rookies. This is the best possible move. Maybe you sign DJ Burns too. I mean, to be honest with you, trolling aside, jump shot looks pretty clean. Like, a little slow, but good mechanics, lefty, smooth, goes in. Actually, I don't know exactly what he shot, but it looked pretty clean off his hand. His
33%
offensive game is really impressive, huh?
Dude, he's an elite offensive player. Like undeniably so. He's just if he was in a body where he was like 6'6", but like 220 pounds, elite, impressive NBA scorer. If he was in a body where he was, even heavier than he is now, but he was like 6'10", completely different story. It's just he lives in this awkward middle ground. I don't know, man. Like, he's just he's good, man. He's really, 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 really good. We can watch some of his. Here's a 42-point regular season performance from Kenneth Lofton when he was with the Grizzlies from April 2023. Listen, like I said, there is a good chance that he never turns into anything with the Celtics, and it's just a fun summer league edition. It is absolutely worth a swing because he is deniably, so clearly, undoubtedly an extremely talented basketball player. It's just the measurements aren't there. And if they can find a way to make it work, fuck it. I mean, if they're going to be, in a rough spot next year anyways, you probably want him to pass that ball, but why not give him some developmental minutes, see if he works out? Like, it's just for me, because I don't know him like that, and we won't get a sense of the highlights. Like, is he willing to work on it? And considering he lost 20 pounds within the span of a few years ago to work on it, then hopefully, but at the very least, it should be interesting.
I mean, he lost 20 pounds in a couple weeks, but then he did play in China last year, and he looks much bigger in the highlights from China than he does in this video. So it's not trending in the right direction, but what I will say is if you do keep him around through a two-way or even a G League contract, because that is what comes out of Summer League more often than not, like we've seen players in the past stick in play up in Maine after being on the Summer League team, like Drew Peterson was... No, he wasn't on the Summer League team, my mistake. But they do that. That's one of the ways that they find talent. If you want to fill seats at the Portland Expo, look no further. I mean, the people will come out to see Kenneth Lofton Jr.
I wonder if he'd rather play in China than Maine, though. I feel like I would. I think if I'm him,
because not only do you get that much.
No, you get to be the guy, and you make actual a living. You get to make actual money, not like $40K a year, whatever they make in Maine. Like, it's just not a reasonable, unless they give him a two-way spot, because I think he is technically still eligible because he's only had 3 years of experience. Or actually, it might be 3, but 4 if it's the Harry Giles rule. And since he's played in 3 seasons, he might not be eligible. I would need to study up. Regardless, clearly talented player. I mean, he is elite with the ball in his hands. Great pass. Can clearly pass the ball. I like that they included this. I see now they did because he rebounded. Oh my God, who did he just run over? Who is that? Oh, Sarr. Olivier Sarr. Alex's brother. I think Alex's brother.
Ja loving it. I mean, we can't sit here and pretend like this Thunder team didn't go on to win the title in 2 years after this. Like,
no.
They were on the way.
We're not doing that. I'll say here, he's not catching lobs. He is grounded. He won't be catching any lobs here. It would be a very interesting developmental process to watch in terms of how they would make him work in Boston. We do know that Matt Reynolds is coaching the summer league team, so that's going to be interesting at the very least. We'll see what Matt can do with Kenny and everything. And now we see what a 41-point Kenny Lofton performance can do for the score of a basketball game. Here, let me move my camera out of the way for those wondering what the score is of the game. I'll let you guess now.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Here you go.
Oh!
There's your 41 points.
Kenny Lofton Jr. needs some help. Clearly.
Yeah, that's the takeaway.
He doesn't have enough help. Poor guy's scoring he has more than half the points in this game. Oh, that's a bucket.
That's a crazy bucket. Hey, at the very least, we're getting some fun in summer league. That's all I can say. I can say that we're getting some fun, and I liked fun. That's what summer league's about. Well, for the most part.
I truly think there is something to be said about this, though. Like, when you mention the measurements, the ability to be effective despite that says a lot about his skill set. And if you can get him in the gym, you can really get him into shape, whatever like it's going to take to get him fit to play in an NBA game on a consistent basis. maybe you do have something there. Like, I think this is worth a flyer, like you said. It's a good point.
So I remember watching this a few years ago. I don't know why I put it on. It was like on ESPN, and I was just at a desk or something watching. It was U19, USA versus France, Kenny Lofton versus Wemby. And I just remember sitting down and watching and being like, what the hell is happening? I think that's Nolan Traore. Maybe. I might be making that
Chet's
up.
skinny ass in the corner.
It is Wemby guarding him. And just Kenny's big, bulky motherfucking ass. He's about to kill this guy. I just remember
Can you
watching
imagine
being
getting
like, who the
switched
hell
on to
is
Kenny
this guy?
on the
Dude,
block?
Terrible. I just remember watching this go down and be like, Jesus Christ, that guy's a load. He's just massive. Look at him. Look at him rumble tumble down the court.
Oh my goodness.
What a guy. There's Chet. I wish this was clear so I could tell you who's in this game, but oh dude, Wemby. I remember watching him just put Wemby to work because Wemby's a toothpick. See you later. You can't do anything.
That's the video title. Celtics Summer League pick or signee dominated Wemby.
He hurt Wemby. He just injured him. Look at this.
Wemby's got nothing for him. It is unbelievable how different Wemby looks, by the way. Now, he put on a lot of muscle.
So much weight. Man, I want to know who these players are on this team. I'm not gonna look it up right now, though.
Rabbit hole time. I don't know, man. This has me pumped up. I'm excited for Vegas now. This will give us something like exciting to look forward to, other than just like Ugo, Amari, and Max Shulga. Oh, I mean they might.
I found it.
They might compete for the Summer League title. They might do
Found
it.
the roster.
Right,
okay, I'm going to read you this roster. I don't know if we can notice anything, but there's a lot of names we know. Patrick Baldwin, Kennedy Chandler, Jonathan Davis, Caleb First. Kalkbrenner was on this team. Jaden Ivey was on this team. Harrison Ingram was on this team. Chet Holmgren, obviously we see. Lofton, Mike Miles, Mavs two-way player. Adam Miller, Peyton Watson was on this team. So we do know some of the names. I don't know if I'd be able to recognize many, if any of them. But there's Jaden Ivey, number 9. You see him top of the screen or bottom behind Sam, I guess, so you can't see him in the corner, back left here.
He's hiding.
So you recognize some of it, but shout out Big Ken. Who's Barbie? He's Ken. Let us know what you guys think of Kenny Lofton Jr.
He's just Ken.
Shout out. We'll make some edits. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let us know what you think, and I'll let Sam take it out.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell. We're here every single day with new stuff. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Game recaps are up the morning after each game. They will be back for Summer League next week. 1 week, less than 1 week till Summer League as you're seeing this. Hooray! And breaking news videos are up on the channel too, so hit the bell because you don't want to miss any of it. We are awaiting some dominoes to fall this summer, so we will be active. Be on the lookout. All of our stuff is on Spotify and Apple too, so if you follow us there, it'll go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. We're reading them all every single time we do a podcast. This Sunday podcast will feature Noah Dazell, not me. Big W for the pod. But the emails will still be read on there. You can send them in, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Twitter's Jackson1NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Tic-tac-toe.